Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing, continuing with muggy and hot conditions out there. Currently seeing our temperature at 93 degrees. Heat index values right up around 107. We do currently have that heat advisory in effect from 9 local this morning till 19 local this afternoon. That's when we'll expect those heat index values to stay above 100 degrees. So very uncomfortable day outside today. Otherwise, should remain mainly dry as we move through our working hours today and keeping those hot and humid conditions as we move through the next couple of days. We'll take a look at the current surface analysis, high pressure and control over the area, helping to suppress the precipitation chance for today and keeping that hot and humid air mass over the region as we move through the next couple of days. Looking at the upper level winds from this morning, sounding weak winds through the column, seeing our peak wind just around 17 knots. Generally, winds are out of the northwest to northerly direction as we go up through the column, so very weak winds through the column, and our freezing level is at 14,400 feet. Take a look at the current visible satellite, just some scattered high clouds out there around the area, otherwise mostly sunny out there, and we'll see some cumulus clouds building in as we get towards that peak heating later this afternoon and a sea breeze pushing through, but otherwise just mostly sunny for the time being. If we look at the high resolution model, see what we can expect as we go through the day today. Again, as mentioned, it is a non-zero chance we'll see a pop-up shower or storm, but looks to be less than 10% along that sea breeze boundary potentially, but again, not looking very likely, as you'll see with this latest high-res model not indicating any reflectivities simulated here during the afternoon hours. So we'll stay dry as we go through working hours today and into the evening time frame. Just keep an eye out for anything popping up. We'll see a similar story as we go into the day on Wednesday. We'll once again see some hot and humid conditions, likely seeing another heat advisory through the working hours for Wednesday. It does look like we'll have a slightly better chance of a pop-up shower or storm during the afternoon time frame on Wednesday. As you can see, the model here only showing some weak reflectivity, other models indicating a bit more in the way of a pop-up shower in the area, so slightly better chance we'll see that during the Wednesday afternoon time frame. And as we go overnight Wednesday into Thursday, mainly seeing dry conditions, does have some possible showers and storms well to the north of the Wallops area. Overall, expecting things to remain dry as we move through the morning hours into the start of the day on Thursday. Zooming out, looking at the European model here, we'll see as we move through the day Thursday, once again, hot humid conditions, and it looks like our best chance of seeing some rain and shower and storm activity will be during the afternoon, evening time frame on Thursday, as you can see being indicated here by the European model. That possibly lingers into early Friday morning. And Friday is going to depend on what this backdoor front tries to do as we move through the day. It does seem like it's going to try to move in from the north as we move through the day. It's going to provide some relief if we see those winds turning onshore. Relief from those higher temperatures, getting temperatures back down into the 80s and increasing some cloud cover. Could see even a shower or thunderstorm in the area ahead of that. Again, it's going to depend on what that boundary, how far it's able to push into the local area if it does. And then moving into the weekend and the remainder of the forecast here, generally seeing temperatures in the upper 80s, so still fairly hot as we move through the extended forecast here, and with that we'll see daily afternoon chances of showers and storms popping up. As you'll see, moving through that peak heating time frame, we continue to see models indicating that shower potential through the area for the extended forecast here. So as we look at the 24-hour weather base chart for today, looking at red conditions for our heat index above 100. We are currently above that now and expecting that to continue to about 19 local this evening. Following that heat advisory, we'll see our actual high temperature up around 98 degrees this afternoon. We'll see westerly to northwesterly winds as we move through into the first part of the afternoon, and we should see that sea breeze kicking in during the later afternoon out of the south, 7 to 12 knots. Could see some peak winds up around 17 knots with that sea breeze boundary, and we'll also see some increased clouds as we move through the afternoon as the cumulus field starts to develop, expecting a ceiling to develop around 4,500 feet for much of the mid to later part of the afternoon before we start to see those clouds decreasing some as we move into the evening, keeping some scattered clouds around We're going to have another muggy evening with a low temperature around 78 degrees, and those winds will become light, so could see some patchy mist around the area for the early morning hours and possibly some haze once again as we get into the start of the day on Wednesday. Right now, tides are running slightly above normal for our Wednesday through Thursday. We'll see partly cloudy conditions. To start the day on Wednesday, we'll see mostly cloudy conditions once again as we get into the afternoon with a slight chance of afternoon pop-up shower or storm, so indicating yellow risk here for that precip and lightning chance, about a 20 to 25% chance, again looking slightly more likely than what we'll see today. But otherwise, another hot and humid day with heat indexes up around 110 at their peak, and our high temperature up in the mid to upper 90s once again. We'll see green conditions as we move into Wednesday evening, partly cloudy to mostly clear overall with warm conditions, a low around 77. And then another warm day, but a downward trend in our temperatures with a high of 91 for our Thursday, but still have the potential to see heat index values up to 105 degrees for Thursday. Otherwise, we'll see mostly cloudy conditions later in the afternoon with that even better chance of seeing some showers and thunderstorms. So keeping the yellow risk for that for our Thursday as well. That looks to be higher than what we'll see for Wednesday. Looking at the extended forecast here, you see about 25% chance for Wednesday afternoon shower pop-up. Afternoon pop-up shower or storm on Wednesday, increasing to a 40% chance for that Thursday afternoon and evening time frame. And then as we go into Friday, looking at those temperatures dipping back down into the mid-80s with that onshore flow developing across the area, and going to increase some cloud cover, low end chance, about a 20% chance maybe we see a shower with that activity through midday. And then as we go into our Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, temperatures back up into the upper 80s for our highs, and we'll see that daily, daytime pop-up shower thunderstorm chance during these afternoon time frame for Saturday through our Monday. That's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your day.